I was just explaining this to a very young audience a couple of days ago, and I was telling them, and someone actually asked me this question, that why are we required to pray, and why, and that too 5 times a day. So I asked, I actually talked to that young lady. I said, well, look here, when someone, for example, gives you a present, a gift, what do you do to that person? And she said that, well, I thank my friend because it's a favor that she has done to me. And I said that, look here, when we stand up in prayer, when we prostrate in the prayer or kneel in the prayer, basically it's an act of thanksgiving to the uncountable blessings that we enjoy from our Creator. And just start off with your own normal body. Look at your own eyes. And I mean, if you just shut down your eyes and try to carry on your routine, it'll be simply impossible after some time. But because we take things for granted, we don't actually realize that what a big gift these eyes are. So you keep counting, and your count will finish, but the blessings of God will not finish. So basically, when we stand up in prayer and we prostrate and kneel, it is our acknowledgement of the Almighty's creator, of the Almighty's blessings, basically. So these blessings, if we understand that are basically, we cannot repay those blessings. All that we can do is say thank you to God. And the way to say thank you to God is to stand up in prayer. And if we understand this philosophy, our immediate impulse would be, okay, let's go and thank God. Because now you understand, now you connect your prayer to its background philosophy. Now you understand that whatever you have, the schools that you go, the clothes that you wear, so many things that we can count, the good health you enjoy, the parents that you have, all of these things, and the background, the first cause of all these things is God Himself. You see how our connection with God can really grow if we understand that when we stand up in prayer, it's basically that attitude of thanking Him. And then we should also realize that, I mean, we cannot thank Him enough. I mean, however, because in this world, when someone does a good turn to you, when someone gives you a gift, you can always repay that person by giving that person a better gift. I mean, it's like a back and forth process, but this cannot happen with God, obviously. So you see, the next step which emanates from this is that one more thing that you can do besides thanking God in prayer is to share your blessings with other people. Is to also understand that whatever you have is not, I mean, it's not just meant for your own self. Imagine that people who are underprivileged, people who are deprived, and there is not a dearth of such people. Even today, 40% of humanity, it's a huge number. I mean, if we have 8 billion people or 7.5 billion people, you can see that 3.5 billion people are living below the poverty line. And as I said in the opening part of my talk, remember, it's not just your own country that you're looking at. You're looking at global humanity. You have famine for example, in Africa. You have problems in Australia. There are flash floods in Canada. There are earthquakes in so many different places. People are deprived of basic education in so many places. They are deprived of edibles. They don't have enough. There are so many people who have maybe 1 meal in 2 days. So you see, if you realize this, you'll understand that it's not just a question of thanking God by standing up in the prayer. The next step is to also understand that you can share your blessings with other people. You keep counting your blessings, they're not going to end. But what you can do is you can share these blessings with other people, with people who are deprived. And this can be done by the skill that you have. This can be done, I mean, I can also say this, that the easiest way to help other people is through your money. And that's the easiest way. But I think a more difficult way, or maybe a more involving way for each one of us, is to help out other people through our time, through our skill, through listening to other people, through smiling at other people, and telling them by your own attitude that you are there for them.